Hey everybody, so over the last 15 years, really what we've done in terms of mobile clinic and the model that we've created has really changed. And frankly, that's why we created MEDLIFE in the first place. And so essentially what we've created over time is not a medical mission, but what we call a mobile clinic, which the idea is that we bring a clinic to the community. And so we hire local physicians, dentists, OBGYNs that can come out and do screening tests. So screen people for things like diabetes or cervical cancer or hypertension. And in addition to all that, our physicians understand the local language. Some of them may speak a little bit of Quechua. They understand the local healthcare referral system. So if somebody needs a major surgery, they can help arrange that. And then after the volunteers leave, we have local nurses. And so our local nurses certainly would speak Spanish. Some of them in an area like this speak Quechua as well. And so they then, if a physician says, hey, this patient needs to get an echocardiogram, or they need further imaging or further blood tests, our nurses are responsible of coordinating all of that care from the patient's home to either the major city or sometimes the capital, depending on how intense or complex the care might be. In addition to that, we do things like staircases in Lima, or cocinas mejoradas, we call them, so improved stoves in places like Cusco. We've worked with the Ministry of Education in Ecuador to do latrines in public schools. So looking at things like if children under 5 have a lot of issues with diarrheal illnesses, trying to improve sanitation and water access. Or in places like Lima, where land title is a major issue, addressing that through the staircases, which the municipality then requires. So going beyond just the treating of the medical issues and trying to really address the root causes of some of these problems through our mobile clinic model. My hope is that in the next 15 years that we'll really start to branch out. And so what we're starting to see is engineering students, architecture students, law students, dentistry students, students in education reaching out to us and saying there's even more that we can do with this model. And the really exciting thing, I think, for me is seeing that not only students from the United States or Canada or Europe, but we're also seeing students in Ecuador, in Peru, in some of the countries where we work that are reaching out and saying we can be involved in this process too. And so it's really exciting to see students really internationally, locally in their own communities coming together and tackling some of these problems. And that's my hope to see over the next 15 years is a greater diversification of what we do in terms of service learning trips. And then also larger scale projects that address some of these root causes that lead to these issues.